Sing me a song of a lass that is gone.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaylee and this is a video series dedicated to the book written by Diana Gabaldon, Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone. So if you have not read or listened to the audiobook up to chapter 5, then click away if you don't want to be spoiled. But if you're okay with spoilers, welcome, pull up a chair, let's talk about chapter 5. So this chapter is called Meditation on a Hyoid and it is predominantly told by Claire. It is Claire and Roger continuing their conversation, remembering in a previous chapter, Roger had come with the kids to have breakfast with Claire, and Roger starts to tell Claire about the blue light and Hector, who had healed him. Well, attempted to heal him, did a partial healing. I don't know how we're going to cover that. But this chapter was so short and I was so shocked because to me, it's going to be the most highlighted, brutal thing. Well, not brutal, but it's going to be something that is just so seriously... It's just, I can't even think of the word. It is what this book is going to be all about as we dig deeper, I personally believe, and that is Claire coming into her healing powers. Now, the conversation is continuing between Claire and Roger about Hector, as I said. And Roger explains everything that Hector said to him when he was sort of healing him or partially healing him. Now, to me, like I said, this is going to play out. This is going to be the key thing of this book. I really feel it, but for all those who have now just gone and read the whole thing already, you speed readers, you know what? I don't want to know yet. I need to do this chapter by chapter, but I just really feel that this is going to be the key aspect of this book. Who knows, but I just feel it. Now, after discussing everything with Roger about Hector, Claire does actually try to do this magical gifting, power, healing, whatever we want to call it, to Roger. And I just thought, ooh, here we go, it's happening, as this was sort of playing out. Then, of course, we're interrupted by young Mandy, who is bellowing at her brother and Jermaine. I do love the dynamic of the children. They always just come in at the most brutal points. Now, during the scene, Mandy is screaming at her brother and Jermaine because they have taken her doll, and Roger yells out to stop what they're doing. And it's at this point that Claire realizes that Roger's voice is not as husky or croaked or choked up as it used to be. Did she actually do something when she was attempting to heal him? I guess we're going to find out. And I just, fingers crossed it's happening. Is she coming into her own with this blue light healing power? So we know that Mandy is going to be a very vital character coming up. Well, I personally think so. We know that she has some additional powers all of her own, or she is at least a magnificent homing beacon for her family members. But she's also very clearly observant. So during a scene in this chapter, Mandy notices the letter J carved into Claire's hand. And I really thought, now, they've put this in here, or Diana has put this in here because... we're pointing out how observant she really is, and at a young age, she's picking out things that, are just slightly there. There's something about Mandy, and I cannot wait to find out what it is that, she's just really going to come into her own. Then at this point in time, also, Claire asks Mandy what colour her hair is. Mandy's reply is it's brindle, but, that... Is my hair white? The conversation she had with, oh my goodness, what was her name? We know the conversation I'm talking about, when she was told when her hair turns white, that's when she'll come into her full power. It was all really connecting towards Claire is going to be this healer. And it has to come into play in this book. It has to, or it's going to be a big twist and something drastic's going to happen about it. But I just feel Claire's going to be... she's going to come into her own in regards to this blue light, white head. It would have been easier if she was a witch sort of dialect that's coming into play here. Maybe she is a witch and we just don't know it yet. I've absolutely loved this chapter. It was probably the shortest chapter in the book so far that I've read or listened to. and it just had so much in it that I was just hooked on. I was absolutely hooked. I'd love to know what you thought about this chapter. I'd also love to know, if you're a speed reader or listener, how far into the book you have gotten. I know that there are a few people that have finished the book already. I am just gobsmacked at how fast you guys must be going through it. I mean, I know I'm taking time because it's chapter by chapter, but man, some people can speed read. My hat's off to you. Please remember to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you very shortly in the next video, as this is a playlist series and I would recommend you watching it in playlist mode. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Sing me a song of a lass that is gone.